welcome. Now, Mercury has gone until July 12th, and I do believe I was wrong last time I said July 7th, and that's probably because, Mercury retrograde and me haven't gotten along in the past couple times here. And you know what? It got me to thinking. This is really what happens how our fears are created, right? We know that maybe there's a certain time that we had to face a challenge. It hurt. It was negative. It didn't necessarily feel pretty. And, then our ego wants to protect us and says, we're going to fear this. And we start creating scenarios in our brain. We can get carried away with ourselves, right? And we have to just be present in the moment and say, does this still apply now? Because, sometimes it does still apply now. Sometimes it may still not be safe to go in that direction. No. We left there for a reason, right? But sometimes this is just an old fear. And we need to be present within the moment to know which one applies here. Now, we're going to ask the cards what's happening. And I'm not going to fear this Mercury retrograde. I'm going into this retrograde with a positive attitude. Because boy, did that last retrograde ever tear me right down. But I built myself right back up. And that's how we find out what we're made of. Three of Scrolls, we're setting our course. Yes, we are. We're setting our course. We're going in a new direction because we're balancing our karmic scales. So we're going from the wrong direction to the right direction. We're setting forth on our course home. And we also know that from our last reading. The Three of Scrolls, setting your course. The captain of the ship stands on the forward bridge, surveying the horizons through a telescope. Two officers nearby refer to an unrolled chart. A rainbow colors the sky. This is a great time to broaden your horizon in both your personal and business lives. Don't limit yourself to only one direction. Your opportunities are greater than just what you see. When you widen your scope, you'll find your way to limitless options and boundless wealth. This is also a time of potential partnership or affiliation among three people who can be helpful on your path. Travel or relocation may be on the agenda too. And this is connected, they're telling me, to the three eclipses in a row. These three eclipses are actually helpful and they're our friends, but some of us, yes, are really joining up with the power of three. We know that the power of three, we've been working with this energy. The rainbow was also key in representing what's happening here. The rainbow. As well as there's a special note here. The captain's telescope shows the way to more information in a neighboring card. So there's going to be more information that this is going to be connected to, and it's going to be connected to the information we're going to be receiving from the Moon Oracle. This is all about only looking as far ahead as we can go. And I think this is very key to the time we're in. And we need to give ourselves a little bit more freedom to move forward with a different approach, or just, to be idle where we're at, to see what we need to see, to allow time for us to reflect back what needs to be reflected and allow the shape shifting. Now, this can also be helping us with miscommunication. There's a miscommunication, and there could just be a breaking up of an affiliation or a partnership entirely. And this can be connected to plans being canceled as well. But this is for our greater good, because this is connected to what's being eclipsed out. And guys, I can't wait. We're going to have our summer solstice reading. We're going to have our eclipse in Cancer and welcoming in Cancer season. And, you know, we're going to be having our happy birthday Cancer reading. And you know what, guys? We're also going to have to be getting to some fun, as well as all the other things that are on the agenda. Now, see what this is connected to. What is this connected to? You know, half the time it's a surprise. I sometimes don't even know why I bother to plan things out. Well, I'm really trying to use my masculine energy. But you know what? Then, you know, Spirit always throws me a curveball. The Divine always throws me a curveball. And then I'm like, oh, that's what's happening right now. And a lot of times it doesn't make sense to me because I'm working with my right brain, loss and creation. But then, you know, I get a chance to see what's happening here at School for the Fool with other Soul Tribe members. And I'm like, oh, that's what was going down. Oh, that fit perfectly right there. Now that makes sense. You know, and it's just a lot about having trust, having faith, because we're building off the knowledge we're seeking within the unknown. And they're really starting to show me how we're using the energies and what energies are at play doing what. Let's see what the cards are. We have Moon, Soul, Cancer, I feel, 10th house, the world, 5th house, roots, Jupiter returns benefits, and Saturn return age with Virgo, I analyze. But you know, guys, I just feel like this is too many cards. So we're going to get a reshuffle. And I'm going to fix this light that's blinding me in the eye. It's going a little blind now. Okay. We've got the water element sensing. So we're working with the water energies in order to sense. And this is connected to what they've shown me because we're also working with the energy of the Grand Cross, the Cosmic Cross, the Grand Provoker in order for us to shape shift and transform our lives. So we're going to be pushed and pulled and prodded in every single direction in order so we shape shift. This is also connected to the 4 seasons, the equinox. So the energy of the equinox, the 4 seasons, the 4 directions. This is all this energy and representation of this energy is held within this card. It's not called the Cosmic Cross and the Grand Provoker for no reason. And this is connected to our divine inheritance, our fortune increase. And these words have a different meaning here in New Earth. They have a healthy meaning to them. It's not twisted. We've untwisted it. And it's connected to the energy of Aquarius. Now, the water energies and sensing is key because what they've shown me is Pisces is helping us to connect to the energy of the all and the unknown. Scorpio is helping us to connect to the energy of the underworld and using our psychic gifts and abilities along with Pisces. And Cancer is helping us to work with our emotions and the moon. And to find balance. It's very much like the Chariot energy. So all these water elements are working together and we're going to ground them within the earth. And Virgo is helping us to analyze and heal, restore, repair, mend. This energy is key right now. We're going to continue to analyze so we understand from what's breaking apart to what we're shifting to what we're creating to what we're building to what's anew. All right. We're going this way. It's time for some tarot. And you know, we received a message on our last reading, the Great Purge. And you know what? We're also going to be discussing that in the future because you know what? There was the Star card along with I do believe it was the Princess of Wands. And there's symbolism and representation for the altar in there. And, you know, it's time to discuss the altar again and our connection with the divine. And we used the altar as the capacitor with crystal energy in order to speak to the divine, along with some other ancient methods of the time. The ark. I guess it's the ark. That's what it really is. It's the ark. Okay. Oh, spirits arrived. Yep. Completion. 4 of Wands. There it is. We're going to turn the wheel. We're in the time of ending a cycle to begin anew. We're in a time of completion. Because this is why. It's time for us to create with our visions. This is connected to our light, our flame. These visions are of us. They're of our divine blueprint. We're going to create with our flame, integrity of the light. We've risen our vibration here. We can see the visions of New Earth. They show me that we're going to be working much with the 8 of Pentacles energy right now. And the 8 of Pentacles is connected to the sun. From the 5D to the 3D and the 3D to the 5D, we're going to continue to work. Because we know we're healing from luxury. Our luxurious items, our creature comforts are keeping us in separation. And we're healing from whatever is keeping us separate. Because we're coming back to one. And there it is. We do so. There's the energy of the lovers. There's the energy of the opposites. There's union, reunion, wholeness achieved. From the heavens to the earth through us, we expand. Something's birthed here. Something is birthed anew, and it's connected to New Earth. And what is new? We know we're healing from our heartbreak. The 3 of Swords, this is what's kept us separate. But this is where we see the clarity. We needed to have the 3 of Swords. We needed to have the pain in order to have the light reflected back to us. In order to have all these pieces reflected back to us, because it's all these pieces that reflected back to us that we were able to create self through, because it was all the reflections of the pieces, the broken pieces. Every single time we looked at a broken piece, we found a piece of self. Every single time we look at a broken piece, we got reflected back an opportunity to heal with self, and we do so. And we use science to do so, guys. It's the 6 of Swords. We're working within the void here. We're working with the mother energies, the feminine energies in the void, the sphere, and we've applied the swords, the masculine energy, the sun energy. This is Christ consciousness. We're expanding. You see the circle and the square. The masculine and the feminine have come together to evolve, to gain access to knowledge and expand with it. And we do so. Temperance is here. There is mother and father energies, the water and the fire being tempered together within this plot of creation, this sacred plot of creation. The angels are birthing anew, and it's connected to the life. The egg of life is within her chest, within her chest here, on top of her bosom. And there's 2 have come together as one. You can see there's like an egg of transformation that's surrounding her, divine protection. We've gained a bird's eye view. Phoenix rising from the ashes energy, as well as, you know, this lion looks like he's been to the underworld and back. It's like a little bit like Gizmo energy, and then, you know, you feed them after midnight and they transform. Okay. Now look, we've made connections. We know this is about the 3s, right? Abundance, and there's our 10 of Cups. And you know what? We've obviously done so because... Guys, I usually take this out, but today I didn't. So this is the deck, of course. This is a beautiful deck. Thank you. All right. And we know it's the Ace of Swords and the Moon. We're gaining our clarity on the path of the Moon. We're transforming on the path of the Moon. We're literally moving our toxic dung out of the way so that we can transform. And this is connected to our authentic tune. And our authentic tune is connected to the cosmos, the solar system, from the macrocosm to the microcosm. We are all connected. All right. Which way are we going? Okay. I have a special deck charging over here. It's got a message for us. So let's see what it is. What is being activated here? Alright, we need a reshuffle. Sea Otter. Transformation, and this is the time that we are in. Look at that fish jumping out of the water. Sea Otter. Transformation. Transformation is a true constant if we allow it. We can change our future and learn from our past. We should only try to transform ourselves, not someone else. This is against free will. Do not judge others too quickly or harshly. Relax a little and rise. The first sea otter I ever saw was happily breaking a crab open on his belly with a small stone just off a shore on the coast of the eastern Pacific Ocean. He was in the part of the ocean that was calm. The sun was setting, and for all intents and purposes, he looked like a human being having a last swim before it got dark while enjoying the colors of the fiery sunset. Sea otters are mammals that live in close offshore habitats. Although they live in cold waters, they do not store much fat. Staying warm with a thick pelt of fur that resists water, their back feet are fully webbed to propel them through the water. They are one of the few animals to use tools. They lever rocks off shoreline and use them to open shells of prey and to smash crabs to get the meat. Some otters have a favorite rock they take with them and use over and over again. They quite delightfully carry their babies on their chests and bellies while floating face up in the water, and they link arms with other sea otters for stability while sleeping. Guys, I love sea otters. I had ferrets growing up, and my ferrets were so intelligent. Those little creatures were incredible. It's so smart. Got so, the animals really reflect back to us pieces of self. And, this is where I was discussing what's really changed for me in going vegan. Personally, I see so much of the animals reflected back to me of self. They feel like my brothers and sisters just sharing this planet with me. And, I'm vibing with them. They're my buddies. And I really feel really good about that. Now the magic. In almost every culture that has mythos around otters, they are seen as highly magical, intelligent, and certainly transformational creatures. When we are doing magical workings to transform ourselves from one state to another, this energy will be welcome. Guys, we need this energy right now. We need this energy to aid us in our transformation. This is the exact gift from Spirit that we were waiting to receive. And it's a blessing. Now, remember what it is like to float on your back. Tense up and you sink. The more you relax, the higher you rise. It's time for us to relax so we can rise. Now, symbology, outer bubbles, baby with otters, otters under the moon. There's going to be a connection there to our new moon reading. Now, oh guys, their population has dropped because of extensive and unsustainable hunting during a 200-year period. Wow. Their conservationists brought this up to an estimated 3,000, but they are still endangered since their range is now so small. Wow. I did not know that. And here I've just been educated. Thank you to the Divine Animals Oracle. And this is a time of transformation. We know that, Mercury retrograde offers us a time to transform. And this has to do with tools. We have tools. We have tools to aid us in what is happening right now. Use your tools, guys. Use your tools. Okay, we're also in a time of surrender. Anytime we're in a time of transformation, we're in a time of surrender. What are we surrendering? What are we surrendering? Okay. We're surrendering stress, and we know that we need to relax. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. And we remember, everything is about balance, and the center is us. It's through us. We find the center. We are the center. Surrender to rest and sleep. To prevent burnout, slow down, honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. This is also going to help us with stress and a better transformation, right? The more time that we are going to rejuvenate, the better our transformation is going to be. Surrender stubbornness. And I think this is going to help us more than anything. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and self. Now, guys, we need to do our best as much as we can to stay high vibe during this time of such a grand purge. We know we have 7 planets in retrograde in order to help finish tearing down what's got to go here in old Earth, so we can really amp up the building of the new. Stay high vibe. Use your techniques, use your gifts, use your connection to the divine, Mother Earth. Whatever you can do to continue on healing. Now, until we meet again, much love and healing vibes sent your way to create with today. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Take care.